guys, thanks for watching. I'm so happy you guys tuned in this time for this look right here to see this good stuff. Keep watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you guys want to see more of this good stuff. And so this look right here is like a half devil and half like dark angel, almost like. Yes, stay tuned if you guys want to watch more of this good stuff. If you guys want to see how I did this look, keep watching. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So for today, I'm actually going to start off with the Mehron Prep Skin Toner. Actually just use some tissue. That way I can just do it really quickly. Don't know where my cotton rounds are right now. So hopefully this is gonna be a quick tutorial, but I mean, who knows? So a little down the neck, just a quick cleanup. This prevents the makeup from spreading, any body oils or anything like that. If you don't prep your skin first, it will start to separate, and that's no bueno. So I'm going to start off with this silver pencil. Like my last video, I actually use this to sketch out my drawing, my face drawing of how I wanted it to be instead of using white because I can't find my white one. So, I kind of wanted it to be like a little like almost like it's tearing into the face kind of ish. So almost like a zigzag. Okay, so down here I'm just making these little lines, like zigzag lines, and then kind of just taking the corners off of them. This can honestly go however which way you want it to go. Like this look does not have to be perfect at all whatsoever. It's however you want it to be. Zigzags in all directions, even on the nose. And I'm just bringing it all the way down the chest. I actually really like the way it came out. So I would literally just draw the lines and then whatever corner piece that was there, like I would just, so I just draw a straight line and then take the little side piece there and just keep going down from it. So what I'm doing is going to be split half of a devil and then an angel, like a dark angel though, because everybody else does regular angels. I'm going to do dark angels. So I'm going to do one half white and the other half red. So I'm going to do the white first just because it's easier. So I'm going to be using the Big Babe Mehron 30 color, the 30 color Paradise Aqua Color palette. And I'm going to be just using the regular white like I did last video. So I need the whites there. Before that, I do want to brush my eyebrows upwards a little bit. And I kind of want to set them like upwards. I'm going to be using bar soap and some water. And just a spoolie brush. And just brush that right into it. And I'm just going to use it to push the brows upwards. So this is not as strong as like the purple glue stick, but this is just to help keep the brows in place. I'm just gonna brush all of this upwards on this side as well. So brows have been brushed up. Now I'm gonna go in with the white, and I'm just gonna put this all over the face and neck. So when I get closer to the like lines over here, I'm gonna have to use a different brush to really like get in there. So I'm just gonna brush this right over the brows also. This is the last minute late look. Comment down below, tell me guys what you guys did for Halloween. I want to know your guys' ideas, what kind of stuff you came up with. What did you dress up as? Because this year is real interesting. You know, we all got to get creative now. Alright, so I'm going to take a flat brush now and I'm going to dip back into that same white. And I'm going to go and get in all the crevices. So this is going to take some time. You just want to remember where you have all your line work at. Alright, so I went off a little bit off camera and I filled in everything else because it was just taking too long. You know, the little details take forever. So now I'm gonna take the red off of that palette and I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. So I'm just using that silver line as a reference, but I'm gonna go back over that line with some black. It's gonna get covered up. I'm gonna clip my hair back. It is just so close to sticking to everything else, to all the red. And so this is still a sexy look. The twist. Instead of just plain simple makeup, I'm just adding more of an aesthetic to it. Because I could have did just a beauty, like simple angel and the devil, but no, that's not me. That's not how I do it. I want to make it look good. Get all down the boob. This is cool. So I'm gonna do the rest of the line work right now and I'll be back. All right, so I went in with a little bit more of the detailed work off camera just because it's time consuming. But you guys will get to see me do the line work, which I'm about to do right now with a little pencil. Just a little dirty. With a liner brush. So I'm gonna use a Pretty Vulgar gel eyeliner. I'm gonna use this little liner brush here. It's nice and thin, straight. This is what it looks like. I'm just gonna dip right on in there. This liner is so incredibly smooth. It is the best for this kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna go right back over where that silver line is. I'm just gonna get a good point there. I want to cover up any silver. Actually, don't even cover up the silver. Just go along that line pretty much. Just want to keep following that line, that silver line all the way down. If you need to later, you can always go back and just darken it up however you like. Just keep following, just keep smiling. It's okay if you mess up a little bit because I'm just gonna go in and shade all that area out anyways. Later, trying to do the chest piece now. Okay. So I'm just sharpening up any of these little points. All right, I'm going to use the Mel Cosmetics Vida palette in Mexicana, the color Mexicana. It's like a really bright red. And I'm just gonna go in right here underneath the eye and pat that out. Make sure it's covered nicely. That way it looks even. I'm just gonna go over the eyebrow with it because it looks a little orangey. Just to set that tone in there. So I'm going to take this NYX white powder and I am going to just use this to kind of like highlight certain areas and kind of like contouring my face with this white, like you would normally like be contouring to your face. And then by the brow, the upper brow bone, I'm going to do that as well. It kind of gives it like almost like a sheen to it, like a nice shiny look that we can always go in with later. It's like almost like a purpley tint to it for some reason, which I'm kind of digging. Just adding some like depth and dimension to all these areas pretty much. I'm just gonna take some down here by the collarbone. See how that dips in. I get all of that. It's like a highlighted area. And I get like on top of the bone. And right down here. I'm going to be using now the Kesha Rose palette in the color Cannibal, and it's that red right there dead in the center. And I'm using an angled brush. I know it's kind of hard to see, but we will be able to see a little even more. Kind of fluff all that out. And you can't really tell too much, but you can see here from here to here the difference. So I'm going to take that same liner brush and that same eyeliner, the Pretty Vulgar one, and I'm going to create some brows with it. Just creating little hairs along with those hairs that are already there, using those as a guideline. Use a flat brush. I'm going to take some of that liner. I'm going to use this as my base for my eyeshadow to make it super black. And I'm just going to pop that bad boy right on there. So So just making sure that you cover everything up pretty well. I mean, you're gonna put black eyeshadow on top, but this just makes it like a lot more tinted black. Because normally it would kind of gray out. This just gives it a better base to it. Now you can go in with a flat brush and apply that black. So I'm just using some Sigma brushes here. You can use any kind of flat brush here to apply the black on top of it. I'm going to use the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and use that black right in the center. And I'm just going to dab the black right on all over on top. And also the color right in the center. Now take a fluffy brush and just now buff that out. Keep buffing it out until you're happy with it. Using light little circular motions and windshield wiper movements. And take an angled brush and just buff out that black right on the bottom as well. Here. I'm gonna pack that on so it comes out really dark. I'm gonna take whatever was left over on that black flat brush and I'm gonna create kind of like almost like a skull kind of look to it, just to give the face some dimension. So just using that cheekbone here. So I'm just coloring all of that in now, giving it some dimension. So you want to bring that down and shade it out. I want it darker here in the front. And then to go lighter as it goes back. So I'm going to take that white and I'm just going to tap some of that white on in here. And if you feel like it's too white, you can always go back with more red. I'm going to harshen up that line now. I'm just taking some of that liner once again on that flat brush. And I am going to take it underneath on the waterline here. Now I'm going to take the Ofra highlighting palette and I'm going to use this white and this tiny little brush here. And I'm going to highlight this area here. Take some of that highlighter and stamp it right on up here. And right underneath the bone, the brow bone. I do have a base booster here and I'm going to use this MAC glitter black eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a cheapy little brush, some of that base, it's like a little base booster glitter glue from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to put that right on top of the eye. Put a good amount because this is like thick chunky glitter. So I want to make sure that there's plenty on there. Taking that same wet side, dipping into the black, and I'll place that right onto the lid. Just placing it on all over wherever you'd like it to be. So it's not fine glitter, it's like really thick chunky glitter and it gets everywhere, but it looks beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to take that liner again. I'm going to use a lot of liner here and I am just going to go around the eyelids and kind of make it look like almost like death, I guess you could say. So like lines coming out everywhere. It's like little chicken feet everywhere. Cool, like that. Something just simple, small, that's it. So this side of the face is like pretty much done. Thank goodness. So I'm gonna take some of that black with that pencil again and then stick up that shoulder bone and then just get in there into that crevice area and just contour that out. And darken this up right here a little bit. This inner corner needs to be dark. Take this, bring it all the way down, and there.
2 hours later.
Now we're going to start onto the left side, the angel side. Taking the Mehron palette and dipping into the gray. Okay, so I'm going to take the gray and I'll create some eyebrows, like how I did on this side. Alright, so I kind of did some line work off camera and some shading right here in the crack or whatever you can say it is. I'm going to go in on this side now and I am going to do my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Tenured palette, and then take that gray color. I'm gonna take the Muerte palette instead. And this one has a better gray in it. It's darker, more full blood gray. There we go. So I don't like how this brow is so dark with that black line. I'm actually going to change that. And I'm going to go right on top with white liner instead. Just so it softens it up. Even though it's a dark angel, I'm going to soften it up. Because it is an angel at the end of the day. And then I'm going to go back over that with some of that gray. I'm gonna buff all of this out again. Now that I fixed that, because that brow was destroying me. I'm gonna take that Ofra highlighter like I did earlier. I'm gonna take a flat little brush into that white again. Dab this on all over. And then just let it become really glowy. Okay, I'm gonna take the Suva Beauty Hydra Liner. It is water activated. So I'm just activating it here. I'm gonna put that right onto the lid. And I'm just creating like a cut crease with it. Just like so. And then just the inner corners here. So that silver liner I had earlier that I drew everything out on, I am gonna take that and draw it right in the waterline here. And then bring this down as well. I bet some of y'all can hear the TV going on in the background. I am gonna be using some lemon head glitters. I don't even know what color this is or what. I have a little container here. Save some in it. I'm gonna smack that right on top. So this already has a base in it, and you just pop it right onto the lid. Shit, it's stamped. That's what I get for not checking. Okay, so just put a little bit of that on top, and then I'm gonna use the Stila Diamond Dust glitter, stamping that right onto the lid. Go back in and fix this. Now I'm going to take that eyeliner and I'm going to give myself a wing. Same eyeliner. And then I tend to just wing it up. This side. Here I'm just going to pull this out. Alright, wing done. Take this little tiny brush here, dip into that gray, and then just bring it down here and right underneath the eye, and then just smoke it out a little bit. I forgot to go into the inner corner of the eye. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so inner corner done. Done. I'm gonna take that same flat little brush and I'm gonna take that gray and kind of carve out my face on this side now. And we're just doing the same thing here. Pretty much like I did on this side. I'm just buffing all of this out right now. Taking the eyeliner once again and then just carving that out. I'm gonna take that Ofra white again. Take this little fluffy brush, dip into the white. And then just give it some shine here. So right now I'm just shading in the little corner pieces here to kind of give it like a 3D effect with some gray. And I already did it all the way down. So I'm just quickly doing this, going over everything. Just kind of gives it a little bit of a depth. All right, now that is done, I am going to put a lash on. Just using the House of Lashes glue with some flared out lashes. And so what I'm gonna do now is just add some lines to the face. And then everywhere else around the face. So I'm gonna take some of that glitter. Here's my finger. And I'm gonna dab it all on here. All over the face. So right now off camera, I just outlined my lips and I just like darkened out the color a little bit. And right now I'm just gonna take some of that black and I'm just gonna shade it in really nicely here at the top and at the bottom to kind of give it like an ombre effect to it on both sides. I'm gonna pop my contacts in. I'll be right back. That's pretty much it.